So this is a Simply Cooked recipe. If you want to get any discount, you live in the UK, would like to get 4 free recipes, go to the link in my link tree. Let's see if I can just quickly add it on in the chat. If you click this link, go to where it says Simply Cooked 4 free recipes, and don't forget it is a subscription service, so to cancel if you don't want them every month, I think they're about £8 if you want them. Hello, Alien Charmers. Great to see you. Thanks for coming in. I saw you on Melanie's broadcast last night. So well done, Melanie, for cashing out. Well done. I'm getting close myself to cashing out. We might just take a few more months to get there. But anyway, so thank you all. So tonight, I'm really looking forward to these. So as I say, this is a Simply Cooked recipe. Here are our flavour pots. And in here, we've got some quesadilla paste, Pico de Gallo, salsa, and a spicy barbecue sauce. So we're going to follow the recipe and make them. So what you're going to first of all need is you're going to need 350 grams of lean beef mince. So you don't have to do these with mince. You can actually swap these. That was a funny noise, wasn't it? Thank you so much for the celebration award, Alien. Thank you so much. So we're going to weigh this out. So you want 350 grams. Let me get a bowl to put this in, because if you are like me, it is January. If you are on a diet or wanting to lose a little bit of weight, best thing you can do is to measure out your ingredients. And I should also say as well, Anne Rush, she had a vaccine booster jab yesterday, and she was going to come live tonight at 5 o'clock UK time. Well, because the day after your vaccine, you do feel a bit unwell. So she's not feeling very well today. So I said, don't bother about coming live. She said she wasn't going to come live, so that's the reason why she wasn't live. So I like your white t-shirt. Oh, thank you, Melanie. Well, this is just the normal t-shirt that I wear. I just put a shirt over the top tonight. So let's just weigh out this then. So you want 350 grams. Or if you're doing it for 4 portions, you want 500 grams. So I'm just going to weigh this out. This is one of my favourite dishes, by the way. I absolutely love this dish. So if you've never had quesadillas before, you can buy them from a place called Taco Bell, or like a Mexican place. Mexican food. I love Mexican food. But it's always... I think I might actually have more than 350 grams. In fact, I might not actually have enough, if I'm honest. The way I'm measuring this out, if it's measuring out right. That's really weird. I don't think I've got my scales on properly. I'm going to have to weigh that out again, because I think I don't have enough there. So we're just going to wait. Let me just make sure this is flat. 1 second. Hello, Anne. How are you doing? We're just talking about you. So hopefully you're feeling better. When I had my booster jab, my arm wasn't aching. I remember though, when I came out of the vaccine centre where I had my jab, and I was walking home, and it only took about half an hour to get home, but it felt like there was my legs were really, really slow. Like my muscles were aching as I was walking up the street. But the next day, I had during the night, the evening, I had a really bad headache, and I took some paracetamol for it. But I felt really, really ill the next day. So just get plenty of rest, drink lots of water. Hello, Dean. Coming you for ages. Hopefully you're all right. Let me just weigh this back out again, because I don't think that was right. Maybe it was right. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's definitely. Yeah, I did it. I definitely weighed that wrong, because that's only came up to 150. I'm glad that was weighed out properly. So I'm just getting 350 here. Nearly there. It'd be funny if it's exactly 350. Nearly there. Nearly there. Oh, gone over. Yeah, so just under 350 there. I might just use it all up. I'm going to use it all up. There's no point in weighing it, was there? Just to double check. I thought I had more than that, so which I did, but I wanted to make sure that I was Right, so 350 grams or a little bit more of beef mince. So that's fine. Put that to one side. And then next thing we're going to do then is we want half an onion. So you want half a red onion, and we're going to cut this up. So feeling a bit better. Oh, good, good. I'm glad. Yes, Dina wasn't feeling very well either today. So you're all ill, but in the sort of wrong time to be ill. I suppose it is winter though, isn't it, as well? So apart from having the vaccine. Okay, so let's cut this up then. So you're going to get yourself a knife. Where's my knife gone? Here it is. And it says here, then it says, so heat a little oil in a pan and fry half of the red onion. So let's cut this in half, because the other half we're going to use for a salsa. So I'm going to chop this in half. And also, just to let you all know, I think Alexis was on earlier today. I couldn't watch all her broadcasts, but I know Alexis, has her fridge freezer has decided to break. So that's why she's not been coming live cooking much. But she was on earlier, so I need to go and watch her broadcast back. I think she did something in a slow cooker. So anyway, we're going to take half the red onion. I'm going to get my little dicer, because you know how much I love this. Okay, and we need this finely chopped. So I'm going to get my container to put them in. Make sure it doesn't go everywhere. So just cut your half a red onion. Push this on. Can you all see that okay, everyone? I don't need to bring you down. So push this through. There we go. And we've got a nicely chopped red onion there. Really, really easy. So take that out. So let's get the pan on. Now I'm going to use my Le Creuset pan. I've also got a frying pan, but I'm going to use the frying pan for doing the quesadillas, so then I'm not having to empty out. The air fry, Dina, is amazing. I don't know if you've seen it. Did you see it? You might have seen it on TikTok. Yeah, you've seen it on TikTok. Here's the air fryer. Just show you from that direction. There we go. Look, there's the air fryer. It bakes, it cooks, roasts, dehydrates, air fries. It's amazing. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So right. So I'll bring you down just a second. Let's get this pan on. Okay, and we're going to add a little bit of oil to the pan while this heats up. So a little bit of oil, not too much. And then we're going to heat this, and then we're going to add the red onion, and then we're going to add in the beef mince. Okay, so I'll show you exactly what we have in the flavour pots. Here it is. So let's open this up. Okay, we've got a few people coming in from Reddit, so thanks for coming in. Sorry if I'm ignoring you. The only person here, you are boring me, says Valiant Motivation. Okay, hopefully not boring you, but it depends on what you expect. I think when it comes to like if you're bored, it usually comes down to expectations. So change your expectations, then you won't get bored. That's the best way I can say. And if you really likes motivational speakers or quotes, the best person to speak to for that at the moment is Melanie Faye, because Melanie Faye is coming live 10 o'clock tonight, and she has some amazing quotes for you for the day. Very, very positive thinking. That's the main thing. So hello, Yatrol. That's good to see. Thank you for coming into the broadcast. So I'm just going to turn off, close the chat. You can still see the chat though, just so I can see my screen. Right, okay. Can you all see that okay? Let me just bring that down. There we go. It's a little bit better. I just didn't want you seeing all the sync like you did yesterday. Right, okay. So we've got our red onion. Oh, we need to do the other part as well. We're also going to be doing some guacamole. So let me know if you like guacamole. So let's push this through. There we go. Just like that. So in the flavour pots then, we've got some quesadilla paste. We've got some Pico de Gallo salsa, like a flavouring, a seasoning. And then we've got the spicy barbecue sauce. So a spicy barbecue sauce. Okay, so they're all going to be used in this dish. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do then is we're going to add half of the red onion. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Let's bring you down so you can see the pan. I'm going to still need the chopping board, but I'm just going to lift you up. Okay. 1 second, everyone. Can you all see that okay? How's that? Is that okay? Can you all see that? So first thing we're going to do then is add in our red onion. So it's going to get nice and hot. So it'll start to sizzle in just a second. Okay, get yourself a wooden spoon. So let me know in the chat if you've ever made quesadillas before. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next step, because what we're going to need is we're going to do a salsa. So we want to chop up half of the other onion and then put it into a bowl with some chopped tomatoes. So I'm going to take my dicer and we're going to just cut up the rest of the onion. I'm just wondering where I've put my container. There it is. So let's cut up the rest of the onion, take the skin off. So the barbecue sauce is going to go into the soured cream. So it's not going to go into the quesadilla, it's just an option. So it's going to be a part of a dipping sauce. So you don't have to have the dipping sauce, but because we have soured cream and barbecue sauce, that's why we're going to be making that. Okay, so that is optional. Let's push this through. Sometimes it can be a little bit tough. There we go, look. It's just stuck a little bit tonight for some reason. Probably because I've not used it for a long time. There we go. And then we're just going to do the second one. There we go. So there's our nicely chopped onion. As you can see, that is starting to sizzle. I'm getting a little bit more onion to that. Just a little bit more. Okay. So in a bowl then, we're going to add our red onion with some chopped tomatoes. So let's get a little bowl. Okay, well, I'll just spin you around there so you can see a little bit of both. So we're going to take our rest of our red onion, pop that into a bowl. Okay. So how are we all doing, guys? Are we all good? Alien says, I make them often. They are so easy and tasty. Yes, they are. I don't make them all the time, but I do like these. They are really tasty. So just give that a stir. Let that cook away in the oil for about 3 minutes until soft. Okay. Now we're going to take some tomatoes. Let's get some tomatoes. Now, because I know that this is just as a condiment, if you've got a big tomato, use 2 big tomatoes. I'm going to only use half of these because I don't want a load of tomatoes, which you might think is a bit strange. But these are going to be going through. I'm going to put these through the dicer. Okay. So instead of like two tomatoes, you probably want about maybe 6 to 8 small tomatoes. Okay. So I've got there 6, and then the rest. Actually, we'll go with 7. Go with 7. Pop these back in the fridge. Right, so we get our dicer again. We're going to add these tomatoes into the bowl. And as you can see, all I'm doing is slotting it on and pushing it through. And we've got our nicely diced tomatoes. Now, I've just realised that is the wrong way for these tomatoes. So I've just changed the blade round, slot this on. So we've now got more cubed tomatoes. Again, I can just pop them back through, just like that. You see how they're really thin? So just push them through. Oops, no, falling off. You can do two at once, like that. This smells really good already. Try and read some of the comments. Okay, so last tomato going in. There we go. Just make sure it's all come out. There we go. So we've got our red onion and our tomatoes. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to add in the Pico de Gallo Salsa, which is one of the flavour pots here. So just make sure the onions are nice and soft. Okay, so we're going to take our Pico de Gallo Salsa, which is like a nice seasoning. So let's add this to the tomatoes and the red onion. Let's try and get this open. Sometimes they're a little bit sticky. So mixing the Pico de Gallo, and then we're just going to keep this aside. So add this in. Oh, it's a bit stuck. Sometimes if it's been in the container, just break this up with your hands. It's got a nice lemony, chili sort of smell to it. Okay, and then we're just going to mix this in. So get yourself a spoon. Any spoon will do. Mix this through. We've got a nice salsa there. Okay, and then we're just going to leave that aside, and then that's going to go with the quesadillas. So put that to one side. Easy peasy. Right, let's get back to the pan. So let's bring you forward a bit. Okay, so keep mixing that. So these are turning a nice brown colour, but we don't want them too brown. So let's now add the beef in. So let's add this British beef. In it goes. And we're adding 350 grams of beef. That's a lot of beef. Yeah, there's quite a lot of beef there. So just going to let that cook away. There might be a little bit of fat that will come off that, which will help cook the onions. Okay, so we're going to let this cook for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's lightly browned. And then we're going to add in some quesadilla paste. Okay. Now I've just realised it says only add half of the tomatoes. So I'm going to add a bit more tomatoes into this. So, no, this is not the quesadillas just yet. This is actually the mixture that's going to go inside the quesadillas. That's what we're doing first of all. I've never heard of quesadilla cake, Sam. So we're just doing the mixture first of all, and then we will be doing the quesadillas separately, okay? It smells really nice. It's strange. A lot of people will come on from Reddit. So it reminds me of when we used to be on Periscope. So let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know where you are, which city in the world, which country you're from. It's always good to know where you're from and connect. Okay. So I'm just going to get some more tomatoes. I do need the extra tomatoes. So we're going to add in, yeah, this is on full heat. At least it's cooking nicely though, but we want it until it's all brown. So remember, these are red onions, guys. They're not brown onions. So it depends on how you like your onions. So we're nearly there. Hello, Born. Good to see you. How are you doing, my friend? It's going well. We're doing quesadillas tonight. So we're just onto the we're just doing the filling. I should also get my beans ready. We've got some black beans. These are organic black beans that we're going to be adding in here. But we're just going to add in some tomatoes in a second. So I'm just going to wait until this is browned a little bit more, and then we shall add in some more tomatoes. Just making sure it's all cooked through. So we've got some Americans in the house. Good, good. Which part of America are you from? Well, we know we have Denmark in the house, and we've got Boston and Lincolnshire in the house. Bourne's on here as well. Okay, this is looking really, really good. Really nice. We're nearly there. I don't want to dry it out too much. So, yeah, Bourne's in the Netherlands, in Utrecht. I think I pronounced that right. I can never pronounce that word, that city. Oh, this is smelling really good. Right, let's add in some tomatoes, some extra tomatoes. So again, all I'm going to do is just use the dicer. In fact, we need to add the paste in. Yeah, we'll add the paste. Let's do the paste first. So we've got some quesadilla paste going into the meat. So there's a little flavour pot, as I say, from Simply Cook. If you're in the UK, want to get 4 free recipes, then follow the link on the link tree. So super easy. So we're going to add this quesadilla paste into the meat. Although I've probably done a lot of meat here, but it doesn't matter. So get this in. It smells really nice. And if Simply Cook are watching this, it would be great to, if you should sponsor me, I think. Simply Cook should sponsor me for all the meals that I do. That would be great, wouldn't it, Melanie? What do we think? Everyone retweet. So we're just adding that paste in. It's not going to make that much of a difference, but it will add a little bit of spice into the meat. Okay, let's add them tomatoes in. See how it's slightly changing colour as well. Yep, Boston in England, Boston in Lincolnshire. It's starting to change colour, which is great. It's looking good. It smells really nice. Right, let's add some tomatoes. In go the tomatoes. So we want just basically half of the tomatoes in total, but we used some of them for the salsa. I did the salsa first, didn't realise it was only half the tomatoes. So let's add a few of these in. As I say, if you're having salsa, you don't really need to add any more tomatoes in, but and these ones are sun-drop tomatoes. Sun-drop tomatoes. Right, so that's the tomatoes in. We're just going to let this cook now for 5 minutes. Might not need as long, but it smells really good. Okay, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. You can just leave. And just to let you all know, if you once I read the comments, and if you're not actually complying with our terms of service on HAPS, then you will be blocked, just to let you know. So you can go and set up as many accounts as you want, but you will be blocked. Okay, just to let you know, reported. And there will be an online safety bill coming very soon in the UK, which you will be prosecuted. Did you know that? So don't put yourself in that position. you will get prosecuted. You will then have to pay monies to me. So it's entirely your choice. It's your choice. Okay, so that is warming through really nicely. Okay, me too. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, so let me just pop these tomatoes away. And I have got these black beans. Let's get the black beans in because they need to warm through as well. So I think quesadillas are pretty easy to do. It's just something like, if you love Mexican food, you know, you might only have them on occasion. So I really love them. So the amount of black beans you need, if you want to add them, is half a drained tin. So you only need half a drained tin of black beans if you're adding them. Just draining them off. So let's add these in. So you only want half. So add some black beans. That'll do. Because I know how much mixture I have left over. So add your black beans. It's a bit like making a chili con carne, isn't it, really? So mix all them in. Now we've done the salsa, so that's all ready. We just need to do the Mexican barbecue sauce. So let's do the Mexican barbecue sauce while that's heating up. Okay, thanks, Bourne. Thank you so much. Thank you all for your awards, by the way. I do appreciate them. So for the barbecue sauce, then, we need to stir in the Mexican barbecue sauce into some soured cream. So again, you can just use a small bowl if you've got a small bowl. I'm going to put it in. What shall I put it in? You can do it on a plate if you want, I guess, but I'm trying to think what else to use. I know what I've got here. This is a lemon thing that I have. When I squeeze my lemons, I'm going to put it in that because I think that will be enough. So you want 100 millilitres of soured cream. Here I've got 300, so I just need a third of this. We've also got some guacamole to make, which I haven't done just yet. So get a third of the soured cream. That's more than enough. Put the lid back on. Okay, and we're going to add in this spicy barbecue sauce. So get a teaspoon. I'll give that a stir in a second. So add that in. And this is going to be the dipping sauce. And I know people have said, "Oh, you shouldn't have barbecue sauce with quesadillas." I think that's a myth, because food is your food, and you should create food as you want it, not as other people want it, unless you're cooking for them, obviously. But it depends on where you are in the world. If I was in America and they gave me something completely different, then that's fine. So just mix all that together. This is going to be our barbecue sauce. Oh, it smells amazing. You all see that? So I didn't have another dish to put this in, so that's perfect. And then you could even then just get your quesadillas and just dip it in this sauce. What do we think, everybody? So for how many people? This is actually for 2 people. But the best thing about cooking, though, is that you can always make enough for another day and have it tomorrow for your lunch. Or this is looking really good. So there's the sauce. We've already got the salsa. Should we do some guacamole next? So this is nearly cooked. So let me put this to one side. Let's have a little taste of that. Another taste. Oh, that has got a kick to it. Oh, that's nice. Love it. That is really nice. So I'll just pop that to one side. So let's do the guacamole then. So if you like guacamole, put a 1 in the chat. So we've got 2 avocados here. I'll use both up. So we're just gonna, do you know how to do an avocado, everybody? Cut down the side. We've got a good. There we go. So there's our avocados. Look at that, how quickly that came out. Keep your avocados because you can make avocado tea. So we'll do that later. So now I need another dish. I don't have the dish. Oh dear. I think I'm only going to use 1 avocado. Did I cut that one? No, I didn't. Just going to stir this. That's all my dish. I know what I'll use. Why didn't I think of this before? Right, so we're going to spoon out the avocado. There we go. Oh, that came out so easy. Hopefully this will be easy to mash. Yes, Melanie, I do. The sooner I get to my target, then I probably will do. So I keep sending awards, everybody. Right. So we're just going to mash this up. Let's get a fork. I'm going to turn this down because I don't want this to burn. But it is cooking nicely, is the mixture. So could use the Pamper Chef Quick Slice to cut this up. I'm just mashing this up. Okay, keep mashing it. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. You could just get a knife and just mash it up. It smells amazing in this kitchen. Yeah, I'm not going to do both avocados because I want to make some nachos again, maybe later on this week, so I can use the avocados to the other avocado to make some more guacamole. So mash this up. I'll just turn the pan down. Now, the trick with some of the best avocado is to add some lime juice. So get your lime, cut it in half. So add some lime juice. Just like that. Wash my hands. Let's get some salt and pepper. A bit of salt. We'll add a little bit of pepper in there as well. Perfect. And that is our guacamole, everyone. So you might do yours slightly differently. That's entirely up to you. But I find that works really well. And the lime juice just stops it from drying out, but it gives you that extra sweetness. So there's the guacamole. Easy peasy. Yep. So pop that to one side. So what do you think we're going to do next, guys? What are we doing next? Love guacamole. Right, so this is done. I don't want it to go too dry. So I'm just going to move this onto my chopping board. It's really hot because we're now trying to burn the board. We're going to take a frying pan, put that on the top. This is where we're going to do the quesadillas. So we're going to heat a little bit of oil in a large non-stick frying pan over a medium heat. Just like that. Okay, easy peasy. We're going to place a tortilla in the pan, and then on one half of the tortilla we want some layered grated cheese. So the cheese I'm going to be using today is English mature cheddar. So I'm going to cut this up into little cubes because I'm going to be grating this into the tortilla because I have a grater that I use that works really well. So have some cheese ready, let that heat up. And these are the tortillas I'm using. We've got some Village Bakery super soft wraps. So take one of these out. So here's our wraps. I bet they would. Yeah, we're getting to the cheese finally. So this is my grater. Here we go. So I'm getting that ready. This is getting nice and hot. So it's got to be on a medium heat. And we're going to place our tortilla in the pan. And then on one half of the tortilla, put the layered grated cheese. So in it goes in the pan, just like this. We're going to take some cheese. I'm going to do it on one side. Just like that. And this is what's going to make it stick. Okay. And then we're going to spread a spoonful of the beef mince mixture on top. And then we're going to add some more cheese. So get yourself some of that mixture that we've just done in the pan. I thought Pablo might be here watching this because I know he loves quesadillas. So we're just going to pop some of that mixture on. A little bit more on. Like that. We're going to get some more cheese. And add some more cheese on the top. So you can get this from IKEA, and I think Pampered Chef do one as well. So if you want to order one from Alexis, who's on Haps, please do. So there, we're going to add some more cheese on the top. Okay, a lot of cheese, but this is good if you like had loads of cheese over left from Christmas. Okay, and then what we're going to do is fold the empty side of the tortilla over to make half a moon, and then flatten it down with a spatula. But make sure when it's ready and it's slightly toasted, although it's already toast in the background, so this is actually going quite nice. Let's do it now. So if I can lift it up, it's very hot. It keeps falling down. So fold it over like that, and then we're just gonna see the ends, just sort of seal it, and get a spatula or a fish slice, and you can move this then in the center if you wish, but you want to seal it down in the corners so it doesn't fall out. Now you can keep them you can keep them as big as this if you wish. What we're actually going to do is cut them in half. So fold them down like that. And the reason we do the edges is so when we flip it, it all doesn't fall out like that. No, we don't have any extras. There was seasoning in the flavour pots that we have, so that's where the seasonings are. We had Pico de Gallo seasoning. We've got that in the salsa. So I'm just going to check how long it tells you. You could also add some of the salsa into the quesadilla if you wish. And it just needs 2 minutes on each side. Cook until lightly golden and crisp, then flip over and cook the other side for 2 minutes. Okay, see how this is looking really nice. So let's flip it over. 3, 2, 1. Oh yes, look at that, perfect. So we're just going to leave that for about another minute. That is looking really nice. What do we think, everyone? Right, let's get a plate because I need to keep these warm. And then we'll do another one. And we'll keep going until it's until we've finished all the other tortillas, or however many you like. So who's hungry? Put a 1 in the chat if you're hungry. These are smelling gorgeous. Yeah, so that's done. So there we go, that's our first quesadilla. It's starting to drip. So just going to Right, so we're just gonna do that same thing again. It's already got oil in this. So we're gonna take our tortilla, slot it in. But remember, this will take less time, so turn your pan down if you don't want to do it so too quickly. I'm gonna add the cheese. So just cut up your cheese as you go along. Have it ready if you can do. So half the other half. Okay. They smell really good. So let's add the mixture. I'm going to add more cheese. And a bit more cheese there. Got to be quick if it's starting to cook the base. You don't want the base to burn, but remember you're covering it with cheese so it sticks. Right, we're going to flip this over. Add that. Get your spatula. So we come live on Haps and we cook all different types of recipes. So just fold this in at the end, flatten it down, move it if you need to. It's basically like a spicy cheese toasty. That's how I see quesadillas, depending on what type of cheese you use, but you don't want it all to fall out. And then, as I say, it's up to you how much you put in there. Exactly, yeah, it is a quick snack. Okay, we're going to flip this over. This one was definitely cooking a little bit quicker than I thought. So 3, 2, 1. We'll go. They're smelling really good. But so what I'm going to do is cut these up. We will cut these up. Are you still there, Melanie? Okay, I think we're going to do one more and then I am finished. So we'll do one more. That's done. There we go. It's starting to drip out. Let's say these, let them cool down and then you can cut them up into however many pieces you want, or you could just eat a whole one. So in this goes, like that. Get your cheese. Whoops, nearly dropped it on the floor. So get your cheese. I think I'm going to make a smaller one. Just try not to put too much cheese, but I want enough so it sticks together. Like I say, you can add anything else you want. So you can have salsa in one of them as well. So, but I think it's best to try not to fill them up too much. So add a little bit of the meat, just like that. Then we're going to add in more cheese. Well, I don't know what you would eat if you didn't eat. Let me know what your favourite type of food is. As I say, we come live and we do lots of different recipes. So not just Mexican food, English food, American food, Danish food, Scottish food, Irish food, Welsh food. Loads of different types. Right, so that's the extra cheese on there. So this should be really crispy underneath. Just going to give it a few more seconds. So thank you, Alien Chambers. I appreciate that a lot. And everybody else that's watching. It's nice and crispy. So let's turn this over. And the reason we do that early is so that when they flip over, they will crisp up on the other side, because they might need a little bit longer. But if the pan's already hot, as I say, it's going to cook anyway, isn't it, quicker? So just move these down, go around the edges. I think that's the most important thing, is make sure your cheese is sticking on the edges, and then you can push it all down so they're all nice and even like that. But these are looking really good. I think if I went to Mexico and I was making these, I think the locals would be impressed. I've got loads of mixture left. I did say I would have quite a lot of mixture left. So what I can do with that is make some more tomorrow for lunch. So I'm just going to try and tidy up quickly. So, and then we shall, I'll flip that over in just a second. I'm just going to put the rest of this mixture on here. So there's loads left. All right, let's flip this over. There we go, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Right, I'm going to bring you down because I'm about to plate up. I'm actually going to turn that pan off and that will just stay in there. Right, so we're going to cut this up, cut these quesadillas up, put them on a plate and then serve it. So that is how easy it is, everyone. It's not difficult. So this was the first one that we did. Here we go. You'll see that. Can't spin you down. So what we're going to do is get a knife and cut these in half like that. And that is our quesadilla, everybody, with the meat and the cheese. So I'll put that on a plate. I'll actually put them both on a plate. They look amazing. Right, I think that's done, everyone. Yeah, that's done. So I've got another one here. Let's make some space in here. Move that. This was the other one. So I'm going to add the guacamole on here as well. So again, just chop that up. They look amazing. There's literally like 3 here. It's the other one that's just come out of the pan. Let's cut that up. And so you can make them really crispy. So much here. But I think they're really simple. That's probably one of the most affordable dishes that you can cook. So now what we're going to do then is add on this guacamole. So we're going to put some guacamole on the plate. We're going to add the salsa. Just lift that one up so I can make more space. Bit of salsa on there. Beautiful. And then finally that dipping sauce. So spoon that dipping sauce on the plate. It looks amazing. And there we have it, guys. So that is my beef quesadillas with salsa, guacamole and dipping sauce. So thank you all for coming in. If you really enjoy cooking, would like to follow me on the World Kitchen Facebook group, please follow me. The link's on the link tree. I come live on TikTok on Mondays. I'm here on Haps Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I shall see you next time. What day is it tomorrow? I'm on World Kitchen tomorrow, so we'll be cooking on World Kitchen. So thank you all for coming in. I shall see you later. I'm going to have to go and eat these now. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye.